is more of a fraud? Super Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, or Future Gohan? I think Puddlehan is the correct answer here. Goku, please, Goku, I'm sorry. Goku, no! I know the androids wiped out everyone, but there's no way Gohan and Trunks couldn't have used a hyperbolic time chamber, right? Mr. Popo Blackass was still alive, but instead he let our boy Puddlehan get cooked. Well, that won't happen anymore because today I EZA'd Future Gohan and we whooping some robotic ass today. Hey, nigga, what the fuck? Here's my team. I got a little bit of Trunks, a little bit of Gohan, a little bit of mix of them both, right? My favorite Trunks unit, Super Trunks. Now, hear me out so I can see how you're looking at me. The way Future Gohan kit is structured, I think this guy can be a factor today. I have a million HP here. And do I want to let the intro? Do I want to let the intro rocks? Let's go ahead and let the intro rock. Let's let it rock real quick. All right, we're gonna let that thing rock how it's supposed to be rocking. And we're gonna one shot because that's what we do here. Big intros. Big intros here. One arm bandit. I mean, he low-key kind of tough. Imagine if he was Beast. Imagine a beast, a one-armed beast. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, I know what I'm trying to say. My favorite unit in Dokkan battle history is Trunks and Gohan. I love them. I love this unit. I just EZA'd him too, right? So let me talk to you about his kit first. 20% damage reduction. Attack and defense 170%. With 3 or more keys for obtained, attack and defense 58%, damage reduction 10%, chance of performing a critical hit 15. 5 or more key spheres, you launch additional super attack. 3 or more AGL key spheres, you get damage reduction 10%, attack and defense 58%, and chance performing a crit 15%. And did I say 10% on a chance performing a crit up there on 3 or more? I'm sorry. 1 or more rainbow key sphere obtained, hybrid Saiyans. Key plus 2 attack and defense 40%. And when attacking with 18 or more key, chance of performing a crit 20. And with 24 key, its attack effectiveness all types. Launch additional attack has a medium chance, which is a 30 of becoming a super. And we greatly raise defense or attack and defense for 1 turn off the 18 key. And off the 12 key, it is a attack and defense for 3 turns. So no stacking here from our guys, but I do like the if we get 5 or more key spheres, we'll say 3 or more AGL key spheres, we launch additional super attack. Because I think the other one was structured, I think if they got 8 key spheres, it was a launch additional. And we still can't get the amount of key here. So we're just down expeditiously, right? We can't get, how the hell am I supposed to get 24?
This is being down tremendous.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. He's gonna be in the middle, let him do what he gotta do. Future Gohan, okay? Kitty is crazy, right? He massively raised attack and defense for 3 turn off the 18 key with a high chance of further greatly raising attack for 1 turn. Chance to performing a crit 50%, and all allies reduce damage received by 8% off the 18 key. So an additional 8% damage reduction is really nice for 1 turn, so everybody in rotation can get that. And with 12 or more key, he greatly raised attack and defense and raises all allies attack and defense by 18%. Key plus 8 for 8 turns. Damage reduction 40% for 8 turns, and damage reduction 20% starting from the 9th turn, right? And then attack and defense 200%, damage reduction rate 20, launch additional attack has a high chance of becoming a super. So every attack performed, key plus 1 up to 5, attack and defense 20% up to 100, and chance to perform in a crit 8 up to 40. 18 or more key, get additional 20%. DR, launch additional attack has a great chance of becoming a super, and when attacking with 20 or more key, launch additional super attack. And he has a domain starting from the 5th turn, right? It lasts for 8 turns here. And then when the domain is active, changes key spheres of INT, tech, AGL to STR, attack 8% for every STR key sphere obtained, or attack and defense, forms a crit, all allies damage reduction 18% when the active skill is activated or when attacking with 24 more key. That's fire. I feel like in Dokkan now, what we need to kind of shift the meta is we need units that are able to gain or give damage reduction to other units. Like, you don't even have to be nothing crazy like 20, 30, 50%. I mean, 50% damage reduction. If we can get something in lines of 10 to 12% damage reduction for the turn off the 18 key super, I think that would leave us, we'd have a lot more units we can use. Older units we can bring into fights because they're able to take a normal. You know, it's not about the super, because most bosses are going to super for a crazy amount, but just being able to take a normal outside of festival battle, it is what it is. If I have a 20% damage reduction, I get a 15% additional damage reduction based off my unit or my the person in front of me supering. That's a 35% damage reduction off the normal. We can take that, you know what I'm saying? But we don't got none at all. It's a GG here.
Facts.
So let me stop yapping. Let me get the clap. 24 more key, or 24 key, right? So there's no domain is activated, so we're not gonna do anything there. We have a 20 more key, we'll launch additional attack. So currently right now, 40% DR plus a 20%. So we have an 80% damage reduction right now, because we have the 20 plus the 40 and plus the 20 with 18 more key. So we're fine. We're gonna take this 7 key spheres, and that's gonna put us in a good spot because we have 7 or more. So we're gonna launch additional, right? So we're gonna launch additional super attack, and then we have a 30% damage reduction, attack and defense 58%. So we have got AGL, we've been cool, but we just have the 20% off the top and 3 or more. So yeah, we have a 30% with 300k, and then we're gonna take Trunks here, back pocket. Let me see what he looks like here. All right, here we go. 12 million, big 12s. You feel me? Special beam. Oh my God, we'll take it. And I feel like whooping some ass. We got to get the get back on the droids, bro. Got no choice. Mink, mink, mink. So we did. This is our first 12 key super, right? Well, she's dead. Doesn't matter. We have. Well, what am I gonna do here? I think we'll be fine. Cause you know this Future Gohan with HP is 70% or less. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. He has a 50% chance of guarding when Trunks is out there. HP 70% or less to get a 58% damage reduction. 7.75, 800k. Do I keep him out there together? Do I keep him here? We honestly might not even get to the domain. I feel like we're just not even going to get to the domain at all, because we're going to cook him before that even happens, right? So we're at turn 2. I know they have a chance of, I think they can nullify Ki Blast super attacks. I think that's the stick with them, you know, if I'm not mistaken. But we're finna body the droids. I had to spin the block. Had to spin the block on their ass. Hey, mink, mink. I wish there was like a harder android boss. Wow. I don't know if we got any of those. 16. Feels good to see Gohan with a 16 million. Yeet. Big critties. No titties.
What?
Okay, so Trunks is transforming. I think this is the last phase of this. This is last of the last. So the difference is now is that off the 3rd turn, HP is 58% or more. We can exchange. So we're gonna go ahead and exchange, right? Trunks. Bro told his ass to sit here. He's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna fight with you. You're not even built for this life, bro. I get it, Trunks. Then he takes his hand, puts it in the back of his neck, hit him with the. My boy cooked. Was that kind of selfish? He's talking about your humanity's last hope. I would have just, I don't know, bro. All they needed was 5 push-ups in a hyperbolic time chamber, and they're whooping the hell out of these droids. But hey, so what does Gohan's spectacles look like? Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Disables enemy's action once. Okay, so 25% chance to crit. And then a greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn causes colossal damage to enemies and lowers attack and defense. All right, so it's increasing the chance to crit. So for 5 turns, we can force the enemy super attack and defense 258%, defense 158. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 58%. 5 or more key launches additional super attack. 1 rainbow key sphere Hyper Saiyan's attack and defense 40%. 2 or more rainbow keys for obtain guard all attacks. And when the character is KO, oh, so he can still get KO'd in this form. Interesting. At the end of the turn, which the character's survival skills activated, 58% and damage reduction rate 58%. Launch additional has a high chance of becoming super. So we wait. So we still have the revival here.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. I don't think it's set to the whole rotation now. I think it's just specifically him. So we're gonna take the 7-piece. We're gonna keep Gohan here. Hyper Saiyans, right? So he got key. And then Hyper Saiyan's got an additional attack and defense 40% because of the rainbow key sphere. So look where he's at. His defense is at 1.4 million. We have his Trunks with 278. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab this here. This is just fire. It's fire. So let me see some here. All right, 18 mil. Take a knee to the face. Bitch. Knee to the gut. Hit him with the yeet. You gotta hit him with that yeet. Woo! We'll take it. What's 12 key? Oh, I forgot. Key blast, they're nullifying it. That's great. But we broke that shit. Okay, are we gonna dodge this? Or are we gonna take this? Obviously, if we die, we're still gonna be okay, right? We're here non-stop violence. That it was almost canon for a second. I thought this shit was finna be canon. 25 mil, poop. 25 mil. My gun cold sample. Wow. Woo! Oh, he's in his bag. McDonald's fry. I mean, I didn't have to pick on them, but I had to yeet. This is what would have happened if Gohan went to the hyperbolic time chain. This shit right here. Here we go. They're the same thing, so not gonna link. Unfortunately. Listen, we have no choice because we gotta find a way to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Make It Happen, gotta make it happen. Boom. Follow up with a 3-piece. Boom. Okay, guys, listen. I need you guys to get it together because y'all got me looking bad here trying to carry this dumbass team, right? And I felt like, yeah, I could have brought a little different Hyper Saiyans. But I want to bring some Hyper Saiyans that I felt like struggle.
You fucked up,
the
nigga.
Struggle Saiyans.
You fucked up.
So
really, motherfucker?
That's one reason why I got Gang. But if Gang can't perform how a Gang's supposed to perform, then Gang can't be Gang, right? Boop. Because Trunks, type advantage for Zamasu. If we can even make it there, that's all I'm asking, bro. I'm not asking for much. I just want to make it there. Right? He greatly raises his defense by 40% per super, right? Launch additional when we're going against a Realm of God's enemy. So this is 2-piece, 6 attacks. He has a 40% damage reduction. 3 supers. He raised his defense by 60% for 6 turns, right? We have a good dodge. We have a 30 or 40% damage reduction here. We're good. Everybody's good. So we have him first slotty. Let's go ahead and do this. Gohan's gonna transform next turn. Or next time you see him, he's gonna transform. We're gonna be good. We're going on turn. About to be turn 4 when we see this Gohan again. But can we tank a super next turn, considering we are type disadvantage with Sword of Hope Trunks? I don't know. That's 3, right? I need you to keep cooking, King, because we need to keep greatly raising our attack and defense here so we can be prepared. Okay, there we go. Super Trunks did not get a chance to do any super attacks. I think he needs to do 5 to go Super Trunks, but we gonna find out. All right, now turn 3 is popped off. I'm about to go ahead and pop this. Right, super attacks first slot. If we die with him, we can get defense 58%, damage reduction 58%, launch additional. So we would love to die with this character. Let's get this domain up. That's what we need right here. We want to die with him. 500K. We're at almost 2 mil. Let's go here, try to get the domain, try to get the dokkan mode up a little high. Here we go. All right, that's the objective here. If we die with him, that'd be great. We come back and be ready to pop off again. 792K. There we go. There we go. Now, it's not like, I guess we could have saved it for a little bit, but the quicker I can get him 58%, you know, damage reduction, the better for all of us, right? We keep him here. Go ahead and pop the active skill. We go ahead and disable one of those attacks. Hopefully that's the super, which would be even better. So let me go ahead and grab this. And then let's go ahead and get a little 2-piece. Let's check the D. 399K. And we go ahead and grab this here, all right? So that was not the super, but we have an 80% DR with 2 million defense. We're okay. We're okay. 31. I wonder, can we get some attacks off and not die? That's what I'm trying to focus on. I just don't want to die here. Even though every time he does a 12-key super, our allies' attack and defense goes up 18%. So we need him doing this, right? This is what, 36% now? That's great. Yeet. 36%. Plus what we have with Trunks. What we have with Trunks, we pop the active skill, rose defense a little bit. This is what our first attack. So we could launch. That's 2. This is 3 attacks. We need 5. Hope we don't die to a normal. Please let us take a normal here. And then this is 4 attacks here from Trunks. 4 of them things. Oh, 100K? 100K, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's just not bad here. All right, we're gonna raise our defense for 60%. Hear me out. And while we have that going, we have a damage to what, 6 attacks or 6 super attack. We should have like a 40% damage reduction. Still took 100K from everybody. We're transforming with Future Gohan. His animations are clean too, but he have an arm now. He got regen like Piccolo.
You fucked up, nigga.
Like, yo, stink guy. And we back. 3 Future Gohans on 1 rotation. That's peak. That's peak. Let me tell you what happens here. So this guy, he changes INT key spheres, tech key spheres to AGL to STR, attack and defense 8% for every STR key sphere obtained. All allies damage reduction 18% when attacking with 24 more key, right? In this domain, right? Everyone here within the domain, extreme class enemies damage increased by 30% or in allies. Future Saga, Hyper Saiyans, Bond Master Disciple category allies keep +2 attack and defense 20% and reduces damage by 8%. Plus additional key +1 attack and defense 10% and damage reduction 8% for super class enemies and allies. So currently we have a 30% attack and defense here and a 16% damage reduction plus the additional damage reduction from Future Gohan, which means we're going to take the 14 piece because where we at, we're at 3 million. We have 14. I don't even want to try to do the math of the key spheres. So 13 times 8, let's say like 104, right? Because if we do 8 times 10 is 80 times 4 or 3, because we got 3, so that's 24. Yeah, it's like 104%. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this, which puts him, look at my attack. Attack is going crazy right now, 6 million. We'll take it. Does he need to get 5 or more key spheres obtained? 1 rainbow key spheres. We can't get no rainbow, so we're just gonna grab this, who's not guarding. And then we got bro at the end, just like that. All right, we should cook. 35 mil. Extreme class is gonna take 30% more damage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good domain right there. That's a great, yay! That's a great domain right there, bro. And all allies attack and defense 18% off what we just got. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you gonna let my man's cook at the end, or you gonna kill him right here? You gonna let my man wild out at the end? Yeet. Okay, he's gonna do it. He soloed himself. Let me pop the active. Let's see the double daddy Kamehameha, right? Let me go here. Double daddy Kamehameha is what we need. I will defeat you. That's what we need here. Now notice this guy is immortal, but it's okay. Go on. Stop acting like a pampered baby. Look at his real dad say he got more power in him, not this fake ass fraud of Goku. Not this fraud. Stop acting like a pampered baby. Bro got hit with 99 million and it barely took off anything here, bro. We have 12 million, 5.9 is where we at right now. It has apocalyptic damage. Key +5 attack and defense, 58%, and attacks are guaranteed to hit in battle. So we're gonna go ahead and follow up with that with a little something like this. And then we at least gonna pop, wait, I don't even wanna see it. We don't wanna see it. Sorry, Trunks, this ain't your day, bruh. So we pop this here, and then, whoo, y'all, Trunks here has a 16% damage reduction. And then we have additional 18% damage reduction here for activating active skills. So he has a what? A 34%. Doesn't mean we're gonna survive anything because he's gonna super, right? And once he supers, he gains more on his normals here. So Holy Wrath, we weaved. Here we go. Big weaves and another weave. I will gladly take my chances there. 77 million here. It's time for you to eat this. Can you imagine how much we're doing here? 55 million, and it's almost like it's still not enough. Yeet. Still not enough. Big 50s. Bow. Boom. And a yeet. All allies attack and defense 18% off the 12 key. Where's another AoE at? No more AoEs until the end. Okay. 24 million. Oh yeah, Trunks. I like the way you think. That's 130. Ooh. Okay. Okay, keep cooking, King. Keep cooking. Bop, boop. We have a 66% bow damage reduction. He's still cooking. Are we gonna die here? If we die here, it's it. We're gonna leave it. If Trunks can't cook here, we're just gonna leave it alone, bro. And no reason for us to sweat it. If we were Super Trunks, we might have been okay, but we have a 30-something% damage reduction here. One normal. 200k okay. 200k okay. 200k okay. My man's is getting eaten alive. Wow. Wow. I tell you about this. Wow. So even if I put him here, we have a 58% damage reduction, and we guard all attacks with 2 rainbow key spheres obtained. I mean, I would love for this guy to get all the respect and love he desires. You know what I'm saying? But I think you guys know exactly why I'm here. You know exactly why I'm here and what I'm about to do. So, Zamasu, goodbye. Goodbye. KO screen, and we got the KO screen. He's tough.